All right, so as soon as the other teachers come on, I will allow them to introduce themselves again. So you already met all the other teachers. It's just Mr. Betty and Miss Sims who you haven't met as yet. And I'm happy that they're on now. So I'm going to allow our parents to introduce themselves, starting with Miss Gillespie. Good morning, Miss Gillespie.
Good morning, Mrs. Graham.
Good morning. Yes, we can hear you. Good morning.
Hello, Mrs. Graham. So good to be back with you again for a new term. I am happy to say that everything went well with us as a family, and I hope everything went well with the Western STEM Academy family for their Christmas and their New Year's celebration. And so we are back to work with you guys working with the children. And Isabella is happy to be back. She's excited to see all her classmates and her teacher again. And I just want to say thank you guys for the work that you are doing. It is really appreciated in this difficult time. And I'm just wishing you Godspeed for the new term.
Thank you so much for that, Miss Gillespie. Thank you. We totally appreciate you. Welcome again. Welcome. I see Gabriel's mommy, Mrs. Gregory.
Hi, morning everyone. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
The name is Tanisa Gregory. My son Gabriel, he's 8. He's in grade 3 with Mrs. Williams. Yeah, it was a wonderful term. Gabriel performed very well and I was very happy with the outcome. And so far he has been loving Western STEM Academy. Initially, he really did not like online school, but he is now raving about, being back in school and all of that, always excited. So I'm really looking forward to the second term and just wishing everybody all the best and success for all our children.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that, Mrs. Gregory. It's a pleasure to have you back and it's a pleasure to have Gabriel as well. Miss White, Timothy's mom.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Miss Andrea White. I'm the mother of Timothy Lyons. It's a pleasure being back this term. This is a new year, new beginnings, and I'm looking forward to what everyone will be learning this year and giving God thanks. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that, Miss. Thank you so much. So let me finish up with grade 3. Am I missing anyone? All right. So in the meantime, we're going to be hearing from Mrs. Akwanza, Mr. and Mrs. Akwanza.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Oh, I have headphones on, so I'm not sure. Just take off this. My name is Jordan Kakwansa. My husband, Peter, was in the background. I am the mom of Sab and Enzo in grade 4 and guardian of Jessica in high school. And we had an excellent past term as usual. So sad that we have to see Miss Harshman go, but I heard of what happened in St. Elizabeth, and it's great of her to step up and take care of those kids. And I'm sure that us in grade 4 are going to be well taken care of by our new teacher, who in his introduction seemed very enthusiastic. So we're looking forward to all there is to continue learning at Western STEM in the new term and the new year. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much as well, Mrs. Akwanza. It's a pleasure to have you back for your second year with us, and we're so grateful for
we
that.
ain't going anywhere.
I love that. Definitely appreciate you. All right. So Mr. Lowers from grade 4, I'm not seeing him on just yet. have a few parents who are missing. Still trying to check on them. But in the meantime, we're going to go over to high school. Am I missing anyone from prep? Not yet. All right. So I'm going to go over to high school where we have one of our newest parents, Miss. Are you able to speak? I know that you said you were gonna, Miss Althea.
Hi, yes, I am
Awesome,
able.
awesome. So we'd love to hear
Good.
from you, one of our newest parents.
Yes, good morning. So I'm Althea Coleman, and Alex will be joining grade 11, and I am excited, and I have really, really high expectations. So, um, prove me right. And you know the story because we sort of have a history. So yeah, and he's excited to join.
Awesome. I'm so happy to have you and Alex. I've taught Alex before, so it's really a pleasure to have you and Alex once more. So welcome, Miss. Welcome, Alex. Welcome. Now we're going to have
Sorry.
our, okay, sorry. Now we're going to have some of our returning high school parents, Mr. and Mrs. Vitali.
Good morning.
Good day.
Good morning.
As Miss said, well, I'm Rashida Vitali. This is,
Lindell.
and we are parents of Kadir. He's in grade 7, and we're super excited to be back on board. I have nothing but positives to say about Western STEM, and we look forward to another outstanding term. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to have you back. Welcome back to you both and welcome to Kadir. So our other grade 7 parent, Mrs. Virgo, is not able to speak, but she's going to be introducing herself in the chat. So I'll just read that for you. Good morning. Introducing myself here. I am Renice Ramcharan. I hope I'm not pronouncing it wrong. Ramcharan Virgo. Abijay Sproul's mommy. She's in grade 7. We appreciate our first semester with Western STEM, and we're looking forward to our second semester. The best is yet to come. I definitely believe that. I believe that. Welcome back. Welcome back to all our returning parents and to our new parents. It's really a pleasure to have you. So welcome. I am just checking to ensure that I didn't miss anyone. We have a few parents who are missing. I'm so sorry about that. And the NAS parents will not be joining us in this meeting, but we'll definitely hear from them in other meetings. So most of them, for those who already know, we partnered with NAS High School, where we offer subjects across their grade 7 to 9, and we do their grade 10 and 11 full time. So we have the grade 10 and 11 students full time. So you'll be meeting them. So this is not everybody. You'll meet more students as you go throughout the term, right? So welcome. It's a pleasure to have you. Am I missing anything in the chat? Oh, Mrs. Berger said pronounced it perfectly. All right, welcome everyone. So we're going to go straight in. We just did our introductions. In terms of subjects, our subjects remain the same. Where for mathematics in high school, that will still be taught by Mr. Gale. For high school, for English, Miss Mitchell will still be here, but Miss Smith will not be here with us in the day school. She might be here for some evening sessions. So Miss Sims will be doing English. For social studies, principles of business, principles of accounts, history, and some social studies session that still remains with Miss Allen. For geography, that remains with Mr. Kenton. Information technology still shared in grade 10 and 11 by Mr. Rowe, and for grade 7 to 9, Miss Allen. For chemistry and physics, that's still me. And for integrated science, that's still me. Human and social biology, Mr. Egler. And STEM in high school, Mr. Egler and I. So that's for high school. Am I missing any subject? That is most of them. All right, so that's for high school. And for prep school, Mr. Betty will be working with grade 4. And for Mrs. Williams will still be working with grades 2 and 3. All right, so that's what's happening for prep school and for high school. Now, our little icebreaker is very simple. What I really want you to do, I want you to think for a moment about where do you see your child in the next 5 to 10 years. Like the last time we did this activity, we visualized it on paper. I know that might be a challenge for some of us, but I'm going to allow you. You may choose to visualize it on paper if you're so inclined, or you can just think about it. Where do you see your child in the next 5 years? So I'll give you 2 minutes and we'll think about it, and then some persons will share. Where do you see your child in the next 5 years? Oh, Spanish. Spanish is still with Miss Mitchell. My bad. All righty, 30 more seconds. All righty, so anyone who is willing to share, who would like to share, where do you see your child in the next 5 years? I see Mr. and Mrs. Vitali looking ready to share. Would you like to go first? You're muted.
Yeah, we were there trying to type. So, all right. In 5 years' time, seeing him becoming a lot more proficient in his given path of becoming an animator, having his own comic company, traversed in Japanese, and just pursuing his dreams because he's not limited.
He's been dedicated to his artwork since he's could walk.
Wow.
Has become very good at it, and still to this day, that's his dream. It's his goals.
Wow, I love that. I love that. And I can definitely say he's very, very good. And of course, there's greatness in store for him in the next 5 years, or probably even less. All right. So I'm going to take Mrs. Coleman.
Oh, well, as 5 years, I would like to see Alex, excel. What we want for him is to settle down and, get the subjects he wants, or to find a passion and move on towards it, basically.
I love that.
Very simple, super simple for him.
I love that. Love that. In 5 years, out of high school, in university, and excelling. Love it. Love it.
Exactly.
All righty. So we're going to hear from one of our preparatory school parents. Mrs. Gregory, would you like to go? You're muted if you're trying to speak. In the meantime, Mrs. Akwanza and Miss White. Oh, something is in the chat.
All right. Oh,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
oh, okay. So in 5 years, Zabanenso will be about 15, 14, 15. Wow. I just can't wait for that to happen. But I really um, see them being very more, even more independent, hopefully knowing a third language and just being able to share everything that they have learned in their childhood with other kids, hopefully in other countries. Don't worry, we're still not going anywhere. And just excelling at their, schoolwork and life lessons equally, and just pursuing any passion that they may have, which is many right now. So it's very difficult to pinpoint what would be the one that they're sticking on in the future, but just doing the best that they can and doing what they love more importantly than anything.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Alrighty. So, Miss White? Timothy's mom?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Miss.
In the next 5 years, I see Timothy excelling in whichever area he feels comfortable. I see him becoming more self-confident in his abilities academically. I also see him being more focused. And that's it.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you for sharing. The reason we're doing this activity is really simple. No, there are several times when we make plans, we put things down that this is what we want, etc. But what we have to realize is that our children, they have dreams, they have passions. And as parents, it's so, so important for us to support them on their path. So I love the responses that you all gave. It shows that we have big dreams for our children. And that is the best thing that we can actually do, is to invest in their dreams, invest in their passions, give them the best gifts that we can, love them, appreciate them, give them a good education, support them in all that we do. So I must say, congratulations on the outstanding job that you all have been doing as parents. I know you try. I know sometimes it might be a little challenging. It's not always the smoothest task to parent, but you do it so effortlessly. And every opportunity I get, I have to tell you, congratulations. You are awesome, and you're definitely my role models. Awesome. Now, we are going to go straight into our next activity. So that was our little reflection. If you didn't get to share, then of course you can still share in the chat. I think Mrs. Zorgo shared there. She said Abby J loves building and wants to become an architect. And so I look forward to seeing her making strides into accomplishing the groundwork to achieving this goal, completing high school and successfully moving on to university. I love that. And I know she's going to be great. Now we're going to go to our next part of this. Now, in early childhood early childhood, you might be wondering, what early childhood? For this January, we have decided to add an early childhood division to Western STEM Academy to provide for children who are at 3 years old to 5 years old. So these are the subjects that are going to be offered across early childhood and preparatory school. We have mathematics, language arts, spelling, reading comprehension, social studies, integrated science, integrated studies, STEM, information technology, Spanish, art and craft, physical education, and the newest one yet, money management. So these are the subjects that you're going to see on your timetable for preparatory school and early childhood parents. For high school, these subjects remain chemistry, physics, biology, STEM, integrated science, human and social biology, French and Spanish, principles of business, principles of accounts, information technology, social studies, history, geography, English language, English literature, visual arts, religious education, physical education, mathematics, home economics, food and nutrition. So we're constantly adding to the list as we go ahead. We also have money management in high school. That's also one of the subjects that we are going to be offering. Now for CSEC, at the high school, students usually sit CSEC exams at the end of grade 11. However, from as early as grade 7, students are exposed to the CSEC curriculum. So let us say that you have a parent who is joining grade 7. For the parents who are going to be in grade 7, your child can start the CSEC curriculum. We have about two grade 7 students have started CSEC curriculum for some of the subjects that they're doing, and we're hoping that they'll be sitting those at the end of grade 8 into grade 9. So we're not trying to limit them where they only sit them in grade 11, but from as early as the end of grade 8, students can start taking subjects based on their career choices, based on their interest. All right, so as we go along, we'll definitely be adding to this list. Now, what's on for this term for you parents? What we want to do, we want to continue to provide excellent quality education for your child. Now, this term, we've added the kindergarten section, as was mentioned previously. Money management will be taught as a subject. We want to streamline STEM some more so it can become the core subject, because as the name suggests, it's Western STEM Academy. So we want to streamline it a bit more to ensure that everything that they do in STEM, it's relevant, it's real world, and it's according to international standards. So we have worked on streamlining. We'll be sending the outlines as well as the list of materials that children will need in prep school as well as in high school for STEM. For active clubs, last year we did debating and public speaking, as well as STEM, robotics, and ICT. We're continuing with those. And if you have any suggestions at all, please let us know. And if we have at least 2 students in any of the clubs, then we can start that club. We just need 2 students. So debating is going good, and STEM robotics, that's also going very good. We want more virtual field trips where students can visit different events right from the comfort of their homes. Of course, we do intend to have physical events as soon as time permits and we're able to travel and, have a good time. But right now, we want to do some field trips, whether it's international to the International Space Station, or anywhere that's really interesting and in accordance to what they're learning. That's on the table, of course. We want more real life experiences for their educational development. Book support, you've asked about that for a while. So for the prep school, you will have a list of books to guide you, that you can purchase those books so that you will, especially those students who are preparing for PEP. So from grade 4 to 6, right there, that integral group, you'll be getting a list of books to guide you as we prepare for PEP. So that's ready for this term. We have revamped what the Google Classroom will look like. So we are in the process of going in this week to update. So this term, what we want you to have a guideline for all of the subjects that your child will be doing. We want you to have that outline for every subject from January right to the end of the term. So we want you to have that guide, the different topics, the different things that they're going to be doing, so that children can read ahead and prepare for classes. Any questions so far? Any questions? Yes, I see a hand, Mr. and Mrs. Vitali.
Hi, Miss. All of that sounds awesome. I just want to ask about the text or the text ebooks that you had said you would be sharing with us some time ago.
Oh, the ebook link. Okay. So
Mhm.
what happened was, I think the link broke where there was the link, it was working, but by the time I went back on and by the time I actually sent it out, nothing was going on because I actually downloaded some of the books prior. So when I sent it in the group and you were saying it wasn't working, I was shocked. But what we're going to do, we're going to look back at that and then we're going to be sending out a new link with some guides for the different subject areas because they're available. I just need to get back on it. So let me write that down. I need to check back on the ebook link for the different subjects. All right, thanks for reminding me about that. Any other question? All right, so if there are any other questions, just use the raise hand feature and I'll definitely get to you immediately. So the Google Classroom, what we also want to do for this term, we want to have recorded sessions. So we're hoping to record every single session. So let's say a child misses a session, then you can go back into the Google Classroom and actually replay that session. In addition to replaying the session when you miss a class, a child, when studying for the exam, the students can also go in and use those recorded sessions as study guide as well. So we're hoping to record almost every session that starts and upload it in the Google Classroom, right? So that's what's happening. We have also hired a public relations manager, well, not finalized, but in the process. So that person will deal with the communication internally as well as externally. So I know sometimes parents, you message and then you are supposed to get that immediate response, but it might take a few minutes or a few hours. I want you to have someone who will respond to you whenever you send your queries immediately. So sometimes I can be a little stretched. So I'm going to have that person who will be responding to queries in the group or via email or via messages. So we'll have more effective communication. So that's something that we have decided to work on internally as well as externally. Now, what should you expect this term? We want more parent-teacher collaboration, frequent communication with stakeholders, hence the need for the person who will communicate, weekly reports and updates. That's something that we're very, very big on. Last year, it wasn't as tight as I wanted it to, where we never had that weekly report. It was more of a monthly versus monthly as well as every 2 weeks. But no, we really want that weekly report where every week you can get updated on your child's performance. We want that individual academic support for each student. So our teachers will be devising a learning plan for each student that you will get access to. So you will have an outline of their strong areas, their weak areas, and what we're going to be doing to work on them so that you can collaborate with us more so that we can have our children getting a better educational experience. We want that holistic support for each child's development. And of course, more social events. I'm all for that. We want them to interact outside of just the classroom, but more in a social space where concerts, events like those, we want that this term. So look out for the calendar of events and of course, collaboration with various schools and other organizations. That's something on for this term. Now, we are really here to bring the best educational experience for your children. That's what we're here for. I see something in the chat. Let me look at it. Okay, Mrs. Vitali said, this is awesome to hear. Mrs. Akwanza said, that is awesome. All right, so that's what we want for this term. Now, in terms of shirts, I forgot to put that in the slide, but school shirts are now available. We have some parents, well, some students got it last year already. Some have purchased over the holiday. So we want to let you know that you can purchase your school shirts. They're currently for $3,500. You get them in standard blue and white, but if you need one in another color, you can get it in another color. It's okay, but the students are expected to have blue and white. For this term, you can wear it based on You don't have to wear it. So we want you to wear it, but it's not something that we're saying that every child must wear them every day. Every day. We're hoping that you'll have at least one though. So whenever we say, all right, wear your shirts today, you can wear your shirt. But eventually we're hoping that can be a more active part of what we do, maybe about September thereabout, where the students wear their shirt, just to have a bit of uniformity. But for this term, we're just testing it out to see how it goes, so you can opt to get one from now. Some parents have already purchased. Just tell me your sizes. So Mrs. Virgo, please send me Abijay's size. I didn't get that one, but I have Alex's size. So just send me your sizes and you can make payment and then we'll get it to your location. All right. Thank you for these awesome improvements. You are going from strength to strength, Mrs. Graham. Thank you so much, Mrs. Gillespie. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that a lot. I must say thank you to all our parents. I mean, you have been working with us, working with all our teachers, working with me, working with the students to make Western STEM even better. We are very new in school. This is our second full year in operation, but with you, oh, you said, okay, you sent it already. She's small. All right, let me write that down. So I was saying earlier that we're very new, but we are doing very, very well. And we don't take it for granted that you are helping us to achieve greatness. So thank you very much for all the hard work that you've been doing. And we hope to improve. If you have suggestions, you just need to let us know and we work on those. So a lot of parents made suggestions last term, hence the reason for us bringing these new things on board. Now we are at the very, very interesting part, question and answers. Yes, Mrs. Akwanza. You raised your hand? I think so. Well, I think you probably froze. We're not hearing you. I think you froze just a bit. So good to see you, Kader. Your hand is up? All right, so we're not hearing Mrs. Akwanza. Let me check the chat. So Mrs. Gregory is asking if it's possible to have access to sample of past grade 4 achievement test papers. So we have a document with some samples that are directly from the ministry that we're actually going to be sharing with grade 4. So we can extend that to grade 3 as well. Let me write that down. So that's the grade 4 papers. I think we lost Mrs. Vitali just now. And I
Sorry,
think,
could you repeat the question? Because I think it concerns me because I hear you talking about grade 4. My internet went, something happened.
okay, Mrs. Gregory was asking if she can get samples of the past grade 4 papers. So I was saying that we have a sample that we're going to be sharing with grade 4. So we're going to be extending to her class as well. So we have some PEP practice papers that we're going to be working on for grade 4. Grade 4 PEP registration details. The last time I spoke with the ministry, they said early January. So I'm going to check back. I know they did a PEP 6 registration already. That's finished. PEP 5 registration is also finished. We had Vanessa who registered for PEP 5, but I think she's migrating, so that might change. And then for PEP 4 now, registration is early January. So we're going to be contacting them today, have them on my agenda, and then we'll give you more information about PEP 4 registration information. All right. I thought that you had a question previously, just before you got bumped off. You had a question? Okay, so no question. So anybody else has any question at all, whether it's regarding classes, regarding general school, anything at all, any questions that you have? All right. So I'm assuming no questions just yet. You were going to say something, Mrs. Vitali? Okay, go ahead.
I wanted to ask about the uniforms. I realize everybody is very excited about the uniforms. Myself, not so much. I just wanted to know, is it going to become mandatory at any point? Do you foresee that?
Well, based on where we're at, no, I don't see it becoming mandatory any at all. It's just to be honest, it's just a polo shirt that we want that's branded. That's all it is right now that we want them to wear whenever, let's say we're having something and we say, wear your shirt today. So it's not anything that we're saying it's going to be mandatory. It just has the brand and the school logo really. So it's a regular polo shirt with the logo that we're saying that they can wear whenever we're having a special event, and we say you can wear your polo shirt, and it doesn't even have to be school. It could be something that they're doing and they decide to wear their polo shirt. So it's really for those purposes for this term. We're seeing how it goes, but to be honest, I'm not the type of person who say you must wear a uniform, you must wear a uniform. That's not really me. That's not really what Western STEM Academy is all about either. We're just giving them a little alternative so to build school spirit right now.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
No problem at all.
Yeah, I am not very excited about uniforms either, but my kids are. Oh my goodness. Zab got the one t-shirt and then Enzo wanted it and Zab have the t-shirt like a prize. And he's like, no, it's only for in front of the camera. And then when he goes on break, he takes it off and then put it on back because he doesn't want it to damage the t-shirt. I guess you just have to go with, whatever it is that they want to do.
So that was just it. So, Zab got his shirt last school term. So it's just for school spirit and for them to, feel that school spirit and that connection. But, because even with some private schools, they don't wear uniform, but they might have a t-shirt with the name of the school that they wear to any special event or anything like that. But otherwise, it's not really a uniform. It's more of a shirt. Right? Hope that answers your question. Any other questions? All right, so no other question just yet. In terms of our general expectations for this term, all we want is your support. We want you to continue supporting your child, continue supporting us, continue being open, continue being available. We really, really appreciate you. I know it wasn't easy for you to just get up and meet Monday morning. We appreciate you coming on. I know some persons are at work, some persons probably asked for time off. We appreciate you coming on, and we are just looking forward to a great term. In terms of this school year, we resume tomorrow at regular schedule. We're sending out final timetables today, but for most students, it remains the same as last term. For parents who ask for some additions and subtraction, you might need to look at the timetable. A few things have changed just based on your request, of course. So we're sending those out this term. We'll add the new subject that we have, and we are hoping for no clashes, and we're just excited about a great term. If there are no more questions, then I must say thank you very much. It's been a great year last year, and I know that 2022 will be even greater with your continued support. So for the final time, are there any questions? No questions. Oh, I see Mrs. Coleman.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay, no problem. So you'll get your timetable as well for grade 11, and we're just so excited. Have a good day now, parents. Remember, if you have any challenges, reach out to us in the group, or you can send me a message directly, and have a good day and a good month, and of course, an excellent 2022. Take care.